Okay, everybody, we've been talking a bit. You know, I think it's that time that we let Crappy do his little dance. Crappy, dance for us! Yeah, past that one game that we had. Why are we having a second Katamari? No, bad YouTube. Although I do like Katamari. Go away, we need different music. I guess Monster Rancher works. Drama, everybody! Oh, you know, in Kusog7ande, we are giving bad games out so that the people who play them suffer. And what kind of monster? See, yeah, I was trying to get around to Monster Rancher music. What kind of monster could possibly do that today? Well, say hello to one of our favorite monsters. Waffle Fox Brie! That's not a monster. Oh my gosh. I've been completely misled. I thought we were having monsters here today. No monsters? Oh, hello there, Waffle Fox Brie. Are you a monster?
I don't think I am.
I didn't think so. Yeah, what the crap then? How did I get so confused? It's good to have you here.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, with that said, I think you were a monster to Novasol. We've got Corndad versus Novasol today, and Novasol was very angry.
Yeah, Novasol's not feeling good about this one, and he says he already ate today. I think it's best if they came in hungry.
I finally had some burrito. Usually I get steak in my burritos, but they're like, let's put bacon in there. And I choked on the bacon and my throat hurts. And so if I start sounding like I'm hoarse, you can blame food.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, you say that Novasol didn't come in hungry. Well, why does that even matter?
Well, they better get ready to compete and eat a lot, because today we got Gourmet action game Manpuku Nabe Kazoku for the PS1.
I love Kusog7ande, okay? Because it's like, oh, who would have guessed we are having food for game.
I like how this just looks like food packaging.
Yeah, when your mother said don't play with your food, as it turns out, you could have been a professional food player coming into Kusog7ande. We've got 1 hour that both Corndad and Novasol will be battling to try to make as much progress as they can. Whoever does, of course, takes the victory, and whoever doesn't will go to the shallow end of the hot pot or whatever. Instapot? I don't know. A pot of sorts.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, with that said, they're trying out their potluck. Yeah, that's all I've got. That's pretty much all I've got for today. Yeah, it was something. Yeah, so what's happening today, or for you? Not necessarily today, but any day. Any excitement going on in your life? Anything fun?
I don't know. It's just finishing FF8 still, and
Oh, FF8?
Yeah, and yeah, Final Fantasy 8, and yeah, I don't know, not much else.
Yeah,
just testing a lot of games and finding some unusual things.
That's what I love to hear, honestly. Now I have to ask, are you an FFA enjoyer, or are you like?
Yes, it's the first 3D one I played, and just playing it again after a while. It's good memories.
Oh well, that's great. Yeah, I've tried. Sorry, Justin's trying to blow a kiss at me. Ah, get out of here. I love you. Yeah, FFA, I have never really played a whole lot of it. I've played some, and I actually, I think compared to a lot of people, I can forgive some of the design choices. Like with enemies, I actually really like the whole idea that you can go back to previous areas and the enemies are still a challenge. I like that they level up with you. A lot of people don't like that though.
Yeah, it's interesting. And you like if they're a higher level, you can get more magic or other things from them, and yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that. I think that it's a really fun idea. Maybe they needed a little better execution, but I'm personally a fan. Raving Sock Monkey, thank you so much for subscribing. Ooh, Linker in chat loves it. Edge Maze loves it. Big Bears Cave loves Justin. No, my Justin. You can love Justin. It's fine. Love for everybody. 5 loves. Well, let's go ahead and say goodbye to Cybernoid music because we need to say hello to the music for anime game. I'm calling it, it's an anime game, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say, but yeah, about Final Fantasy VIII, I enjoy it. I should actually try to beat it sometime. I think that, like, it's worthwhile. It's a worthwhile game. And I'm glad that they're, like, the die-hard lovers of the game, and honestly, the way that it's built, that people complain about, makes it very reasonable for speedruns because low-level attempts are actually a thing you can do in it.
Oh yeah, there's like, with that junction system, there's just so many ways you can break the game if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it takes, like, if you go into Final Fantasy VIII without... Did Corndan just change the size of the game? I don't know what Corndan's doing. Corndan, stop it. Stop it. Corndan, go pop you.
Yeah, why does Corndan's side have some lines going on?
Corndan appears to have a CRT filter on top. We could go ahead and ask Corndan if that's what he wants.
Okay.
Corndan, let's see. Corndan, do you, prefer the CRT filter? I'm fine if you do. There. We can have one with scan lines and one without. It's fine. Okay.
Manpuku, Nabe Kazoku.
Oh, if it's easier on the eyes than for Corndan, then yeah, just keep it on, sure.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, I am currently communicating with Corndan right. Oh my gosh, the name of this game is so freaking long. Gourmet action game. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, well, I guess the main title is Manpuku or Nabe Kazoku. But yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's gourmet action. Look, we're gonna be getting food with chopsticks, dueling people in order to try to eat as much as we can, and the players will have 1 hour to make progress in this game. I have no idea how it's gonna go, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's quite a different game, and this doesn't have a translation, so I had to kind of translate the attract screen and make a document for them to read.
Honestly, that's so cool. Everybody, our GMs put so much work into researching games, and then sometimes we don't. You never really know until it comes game time. Sometimes there are games that have been on Kusog7ande before, so we just have them again, and that's fine. But yeah, I'm glad that you were able to provide instructions for how this game plays, and it looks like we are off to the races. Everybody go ahead and use those channel points in order to bet who is going to win. Yeah, so talk to me a little bit. What is Gourmet Action Game? What do we have here?
Alright, so, this has a story mode I'm gonna have them go through. So I guess you're playing as Taro-chan on the left. Your first opponent is... So, yeah, he's going to his girlfriend's house, and I guess his family... Yeah, we're just skipping cutscenes, but her family says he can't be with her unless he's skilled at Hot Pot.
Yeah. By the way, Chad, I forgot to tell you, spam your food emotes. Now. Crabs are food. Doritos are food.
Also, spam anything that honks.
Oh my gosh, we've got the goose.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Why honk?
Well, you haven't heard it yet. We're gonna hear it every time a match challenge ends or a new challenger appears.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad to be here tonight. You know, this has been a very odd time when it comes to streaming, just because, you know, we're sort of between Kusog7andes. We're having the GM stream, and then I've just had a lot of one-off little jobs here and there. Was that the honk?
Oh no, I guess they can skip the part with the honk.
Dang.
But yeah, it does a little intro to Versus tune, and then does like this honk at the end.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah, it's just like, just imagine any fighting game. It does your like next challenger intimidating music, and then like a little honk at the end.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
so what is our objective? Just to eat? There we go. Wait. Was that Discord?
Akami was here for 1 second.
Okami! Poor Okami was just showing and honk at us. Okami, go back to eating your salads. No hot pot for you. So, stage number 1, we've got tofu, Chinese cabbage, carrot, which is cut in a lovely little star, and chrysanthemum greens. But stage 2, we've got a few different levels, because 200 points shrimp and clam, and then 100 points green onion, Chinese cabbage, enoki mushroom, and shiitake mushroom.
Yeah,
so what are we even... How do you play this?
Oh, okay, so... Oh yeah, and Bro was just reading off of another document I made that has all of the points and foods listed and what they are. Like I said, before every round it does just shows what food's gonna show up and how many points each one is.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, to win you need to fill up the gauge underneath your character, make it full. It's the Manpuku meter, which is like the full stomach meter. So yeah, that's what Manpuku means. I guess the title of the game, Manpuku, is like full stomach, exclamation mark, and then Nabe Kazoku is like hot pot family.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, you need to eat the most. However, to eat food, you press circle when hovering over it. However, if it's raw, then you'll get sick and be stunned and have to mash buttons. I did recommend they could use auto fire for that.
So will the raw things cook over time as they're in there?
Yeah, they'll sit there and cook over time. You can use X to poke the food, and it'll give a little symbol that'll say if it's raw, or if it needs a little more time, or if it's okay.
Gotcha.
And then you can eat it. And at some point, sometimes you can eat it when it's saying a little more, but it's still risky.
Yeah, will it... Like, does it just stun you so that you can't move?
Yeah, you can't move, and you have to mash through the button mash, like prompt, like
Gotcha.
I guess either screen will show it occasionally. So I'm sure they're getting shoved into raw food occasionally. Otherwise, yeah, as far as points, if you match 3 of the same food, yeah, you can kind of see that little column on the left side of the screen for every 3 pieces of food they eat. Yeah, if you match 3 pieces of food, you got an extra 300 points, and at the top of the screen is the judge and their recommendation. You can get extra 500 points from doing that. You can just match those foods in any order, and of course, to do any of either of those, it has to be good food, not raw.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
You'll have to keep checking all of the food over time to just make sure it's okay, because it will cook over time, and it'll change color over time. Some foods get darker, some foods, like certain meats, will get lighter or red or something. Or
Yeah. I do like that Corndan, currently facing Grandpa, is absolutely wrecking Grandpa. Grandpa has no shot. Apparently his name is Ikuzo.
Yes.
Grandpa has starved to death. Good. Yeah, if anybody
Yeah.
has, like, I've never had hot pot, but I've had, like, Korean barbecue, and it always feels a little bit like you're competitive eating. Like, you just have to, because if you're not eating somebody else's and you're going to run out of food.
Yeah. And
Okay.
let's see. Oh, I guess if you get combination multiple times in a row instead of grabbing whichever non-combo food, the multiplier will keep increasing. So instead of constantly eating, you could sometimes just wait for the right foods to be available and cooked, but you also risk
Yeah, if the
I
other
don't know,
player
if you
can
wait
grab a
too
whole
long
lot
and
of
the other
stuff.
player gets to it, or sometimes they can even shove you into raw food if they like double tap the chopsticks at you and push you to another tile right before you press the button. You could just lose out on your combo there and
Oh,
be
so they
stunned.
can shove you?
Yeah, and you can shove the opponent too, yeah.
That's amazing. Corndan
Yeah.
getting 3 mushrooms in a row. Novasol
Alright.
is currently on stage 1, Corndan on stage 4 versus Yoshi. We've got 300 points for the pufferfish, 200 for fish balls and clam, and then 100 points for the green onions, Chinese cabbage, carrot, and shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Corndan's really getting the hang of this. Oh yeah, otherwise there's also items that can appear. You might see some kanji symbols that show up in the suit parts of this from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a red one that's on fire that will instantly cook all of the food in the bowl in an instant, and then you just kind of try to grab as much as you can before the opponent does. There's an item with it's blue with like, I don't know, some freezing chopsticks. It'll stop the opponent's movement and stun them. There's one with +2 that will double your points for a while, and one that's like a disappearing blue one that will erase the last things you both have eaten
Yeah.
from your columns on the side or something like that.
Okay, here we go. Corndan facing Gonzo at this
Oh
moment.
yeah, facing the dad now.
Uh-oh. Wait, is this your dad canonically?
So we're Tara-chan on the left, and the first opponent we faced was Tara-chan's girlfriend, and then family says he has to be good at hot pot in order to be in their family.
I love it.
So
You have to steal
first-
our food fast enough to join the family.
First you face against her, and then her little sister, which Novasol is, I guess, just defeated, I think? Yeah.
It looks like it,
And then
I think.
next is her grandpa, then her mom, then her dad. I guess, Corndan's on her dad now, and then, I guess when you defeat her grandpa, the story keeps going, and, he got an invitation for a battle invitation from the Hot Pot world. I guess.
Of course.
And their family has to compete in it. And I guess since Tara-chan is defeating the whole family, Tara-chan's going to represent the family. So if you can defeat the remaining family members, we'll be facing off against challengers from the Hot Pot world.
I love
And
this.
if the family loses, they're not allowed to eat hot pot anymore.
Banned from Hot Pot forever, okay?
I guess.
I mean, honestly, I've never had Hot Pot, so I don't know. I don't really feel that bad. Looks like Corndan took a loss versus the 5th stage. Novasol currently on stage 3. Novasol was a little bit worried going into this that Corndan would be taking the victory because this is a little closer to a puzzle game. I think Novasol was a little bit worried about it being a PS1 game, but honestly, this could be on Super Nintendo. Heck, this could be on NES and it would work. It's better graphics on the PS1.
Yeah, just better graphics and more noises, I guess. I don't know.
A lot
yeah,
of
like-
noises. Yeah, by the way, this appears to have come out from the company Media Entertainment, and the company, it's a pretty vague name. I see that they may have made the Firemen 2. What? Yeah, the Firemen 2. I didn't know there was a sequel.
yeah, they did, yeah.
Was that any good?
I don't know.
I would say that, like, this game, I actually don't think this is a bad game. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. This is the bad video game tournament, but we also embrace other forms of kusoge, which can involve the weird, the silly, and let me tell you, this is definitely leaning into the silly.
Yeah, I just like to dig for weird or unusual, just not your usual gameplay stuff to just see what players will be challenged by or just kind of be good at.
Yeah, I know you like Egg for PS1, so yeah, it's not too surprising to me. Okay, and Cornden has won that hot pot eating competition. Novasol currently on stage 4. Not doing too bad, although he's starting to fall behind a little bit in this specific match. Yeah, you can tell based off of the bar right underneath the portraits. Novasol is not quite to that line, and his opponent is. His opponent has hit the line underneath the right side of their face.
Yeah, otherwise if you don't hit it, it's whoever has more, but time runs out.
Yeah, can you starve to death? Like,
I don't think so, no.
Because you start with the bar like a third full, so I have to wonder, can it go down? Like
it does go down when you eat bad food.
Oh, so what
Like,
if you just eat bad food over and over again? I'm very curious now. I want to know what happens.
Yeah, I don't remember if I've ever made it go down to 0.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, this right now, Cornden is on stage 6 facing Teruhiko. You know who she is?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is actually another guy trying to go after your girlfriend.
Oh, this is...
Very, very fancy rich guy.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Cool. Sorry, they're just very pretty. All of the characters in this game are pretty.
So, this isn't a person from the... Well, I mean, maybe a good hot pot... skilled hot pot person, but not one of the challengers from the hot pot world that are sent to battle you. That'll be the next person.
Uh-oh. I hate that, like, big hot pot is gonna come after you. And there we go, Cornden demolishing the competitor and moving on to face the hot pot experts. But how many stages are there?
It keeps getting more difficult each time. Actually, on the normal difficulty, there's 9, and then if they beat it, I'm gonna have them go on the harder difficulty where there's a 10th bonus or secret one.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil any of the bosses as well, but we've got Julia right now from Julia the Hot Pot Expert is here to try to destroy you. I like it.
Oh yeah, here we got beef shabu shabu introduced into the bowl, which cooks very quickly.
Yep, beef shabu shabu. Which one is that? Because we've also got the
thinly
fish balls.
sliced beef strips that are just briefly appear for cooking very quickly. You gotta get them quick. But...
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. We've also got the fish balls. There's Chinese cabbage, carrot, chrysanthemum greens, and tofu. I think both Cornden and Novasol are getting used to this competitive eating game, and they're both doing pretty well.
Yeah.
So I do know that you gave out a decent amount of instructions here. Essentially, how to set the difficulty. You gave them the controls. D-pad is to move. Circle is eat the food. X, it's a PlayStation game. X is poke the food. Start is pause. And then if you get stunned, you can just mash any of the buttons. and you told them that they could actually bind for Turbo the mash in order to get out, which I think is completely fair since we allow Turbo for any players here. Anybody is allowed to use it.
Square triangle is not being used for this game, so it's probably one of the better face buttons to use for that. Auto fire, yeah.
So Nova Sol again catching up pretty quickly, currently on the 6th round, Corndan on the 8th. You can tell based off of the number at the top left, this is actually an extremely easy game to track, as long as we know, like, somebody hasn't gone on to the next difficulty.
Yeah, so, I guess Corndan's facing against Ushinomi, the sumo wrestler, very big guy.
Oh, the sumo wrestler, he was so hungry. Oh, he doesn't look that big, but maybe I haven't seen the full picture. Let's see. Oh, he does take up the entire screen when you see his face, though. So, like, maybe he's all face. He's just giant face sumo wrestler.
Yeah, giant face.
Yeah.
So this is second... most powerful hot pot master, this guy.
Well, I can see he just comes and he's a sumo wrestler, he's gonna whop your chopsticks with his, like, all over the place. He has no sympathy for the starving, okay? Eat or be eaten. That is his motto.
Actually, that's, for the next opponent, that might be a thing that's mentioned in the story, being eaten.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes.
We'll see.
But yeah, for this current round that Corndan is on, you've got crab and beef shabu shabu for 300 points. 200 points are the chicken, shrimp, and clam. And then at 100 points, Chinese cabbage, carrot, and shiitake mushrooms. Corndan just slapping the sumo wrestler around, trying to get those meats. Sumo wrestler just ate something raw. Oh, come on, you should be able to stomach it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I like that, hypothetically, you could play this entire game vegetarian, just going after the vegetables.
Yeah, you might have to wait a while on some of these matches, but you could. You'd have to just smack their chopsticks a lot.
Oh yeah, there we go. Corndan taking down the sumo wrestler. Now, I do have to ask, in the hot pot, does everything just cook and then stay cooked, or do things eventually burn?
It stays cooked until someone eats it. It doesn't change after that.
That makes sense to me. Like, it's actually a pretty practical way to cook something, knowing that it's not going to overheat. You can do that like sous vide style, cook that way. Hot pot, I assume, you know, it's gonna get as hot as the liquid, and that's the max. So
Corndan's facing against the most powerful hot pot master, the bear.
The bear!
Apparently it ate the previous master or something.
Well, I mean, the 300-point food in this hot pot is salmon, which makes sense here. We've also got for 200 points fish balls and shrimp, and then 100 points green onions, chrysanthemum greens, enoki mushrooms, and shiitake mushroom. This game is cute. I like it.
Although I think the bear wouldn't get as bothered by like raw food, but apparently it does.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's got a sensitive stomach.
Maybe.
It's hard to say. But that said, the bear is winning this round currently. I do like that he's got the arrow on his forehead. He looks like he belongs in Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah, with that arrow.
Yeah, not only that, but like when he eats, only his mouth moves. But when he gets hurt, his entire head moves. It just, I'm not sure why the opening mouth makes me laugh so much, but it's so good. It's just,
yeah.
Oh, the bear won!
So yeah, how's the bear using chopsticks?
A bear with chopsticks.
Well, the bear.
So, yeah, I have to wonder, because Novasol did note that the difficulty went up quite significantly, but now Novasol is just destroying her. Like, look at the bars underneath their faces. Like, as long as Novasol doesn't keep eating raw food, Novasol could win. Unfortunately, Novasol got stunned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
so it's moved pretty fast, so it's kind of hard for me to see what strats they've learned over time. It seems Novasol's doing more shoving.
Yeah! Look at that. Novasol taking out in round 7, moving on to round 8. Novasol having a bit of a slow start, but now moving forward. Now, mind you, this is the losers bracket. Whoever loses today is out of the GM bracket. But don't worry, they're still GMs. We don't kick them out. Come on. Come on. We don't eat them
make
either.
room for the new GMs.
No. There's room. I promise. Oh, I'm so hungry. I just ate, but watching this game, I'm so hungry. Yeah, this bear is just... Holy guacamole. Novasol is finding that the sumo wrestler dude kind of being a pain in the butt. You know, it kind of reminds me of Dr. Mario for the N64. Did you ever play that version?
I played it on Nemu 64, and it did some graphic crimes. And no, I've never played it normally.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm just thinking, like, during the normal story mode, you know, a lot of it is pretty doable, but then the last few enemies are so incredibly fast and so incredibly difficult. It's not too surprising to me that this is sort of a competitive, almost a puzzle game in some regards. I'm not too surprised that this is being a challenge for Corndan to beat the final enemy of normal difficulty, the bear.
Yeah. And if both players do get stuck on the same level at the end, then we'll just compare how far the Manpuku gauge went in the match under their own... Yeah, their own meter, yeah.
Okay, something interesting. Corndan facing the bear. The bear seems to accidentally eat the raw salmon all the time. I'm not even kidding. Like, the salmon drops in, bear goes right after that. He's like, I don't even care. I'm eating it right now.
Yeah, sometimes it does that, and sometimes you have to shove the bear, any of the opponents, really, into raw food occasionally.
Beautiful. My gosh, this salmon takes so long to cook.
Oh yeah, like some of these meats, like especially the salmon, I think that takes some of the... I think maybe the longest to cook compared to the others.
Salmon! Cook! Come on, we only have 45 minutes until we have to go back to work. Come on. Yeah, never try to do hot pot during a lunch break, seriously. Unless work's paying for it. If work's paying for it, then absolutely do it for a work break. My gosh, this freaking bear.
Oh yeah,
like
this bear is
Novasol
just...
might catch up.
It's like Corndan was ahead of the bear for a bit, but nope. Yeah, sometimes they can just sneak up on you, and yeah, sometimes they go really quickly for those items that can either stun you or do something special for them, like before you can reach it.
This game is super cute, though. I love this. I already said I'm hungry. Whatever, everybody. I can be hungry. I'm allowed.
Yeah, you can be hungry.
Yeah. I don't have to eat, although I have chips. I shouldn't eat them on stream. Do not eat chips on stream, okay? That's like #1 recommendation. Eat a salad?
Yeah.
Okami, I'm not eating a salad. Salads are for you. You came in here and honked at me. You don't get to come to the hot pot, okay? I actually remember some friends, though, who were like, okay, we're gonna eat this, or we're gonna go and eat this specific meal, and they warn me, we eat competitively. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, you have to try to keep up if you want to actually eat any food. And let me tell you, they were not lying. I had to eat fast. I got plenty, okay? I got enough food, but, you know, just... It was kind of shocking that, like, with a group meal, they were just so able to absolutely demolish everything there. It's a lot of fun. With that said, if everybody's paying the same amount, then maybe don't call it competitive. Don't do it competitively unless everybody agrees to it. The end.
Yeah, maybe not.
But I enjoyed it that time. Corn Dad, you have to beat the bear. Okay, this bear is very difficult.
Yeah, at least you don't actually get eaten by the bear like the story might infer, because if you lose, because yeah, you probably have to start story mode over again if that did happen.
Amazing. Corn Dan off to a little bit of a rough start here. Trying
almost fall on the bear.
And then just Corn Dan just beating the bear, making him fly all over the place. Meanwhile, his poor boy is like starving to death over there. Eat, my child, eat! Novasol also against the bear. Oh my gosh, this is all tied up. Corn Dan did get here a little bit sooner, but it all depends who can beat this bear first and move on to the advanced difficulty. I think somebody is going to.
Yeah, like we got half an hour left. It feels like someone's going to.
Someone has to beat the bear.
And if they don't, we'll have to pay attention to, I guess, their Manpuku gauge bars.
Ooh.
These noises from the bear.
No, honestly, like, if you fill up your food bar all the way, even if, like, before time runs out, that is the win condition. I would say that the most full there, despite what the bear is doing, makes sense as the metric of progress there. As soon as it's all the way full, you just win. That said, Novasol and Corn Dan are experiencing what it's like to try to out-eat a bear.
Yeah.
And Corn Dan's like, of course I can't out-eat a bear. Yeah.
Only got half an hour to do it.
Yeah, we've got 31 minutes. That's more than enough to learn how to beat a bear.
Yeah, and a bear that can use chopsticks, like, it could probably eat faster if it wasn't using them, but...
Oh, so chat apparently is noting that this is probably a pun. The reason that the bear is the hardest enemy here, because the bear would be called Puma, which is very similar to Akuma. And I just love that. That's a Street Fighter thing, if I'm not mistaken. Or a Street Puzzle Fighter, Puzzle Street, Puzzle Man, I don't know. That guy's tough. So, Chad is asking, is the bear the final boss?
Of normal difficulty, and then you just defeat the the strongest pot master in the world. And then, there's a, bonus challenger at the end of advanced difficulty as well after the bear,
Yep, and it's story relevant, just so you know, Chad. I don't know if you'll be pleased or sort of like, because of it.
Although I've looked at the bonus stage and it seems more like really just a bonus. I don't think it's more difficult than the bear.
Oh, really?
It's thrown in there.
That's fair. Corn Dan! I think Corn Dan beat the bear! The bear goes down!
Oh, just barely.
Oh, jeez. Yep. And there we go. Corndan gets the credits. It is now time for you to go to advanced difficulty.
Yeah.
That is indeed normal mode clear.
Manpuku, Nabe Kazoku.
Oh yeah, Corndan's just asking, was that it?
Indeed, that was it. Now we need Corndan to go to advanced difficulty, and you can confirm if it looks like the difficulty has been set correctly.
It's hard to tell, but I could see Corndan pick the top selection there. So yeah, that was advanced.
Perfect.
Although because of that, Corndan asking that, I guess Novosol's now aware that Corndan has cleared the game once in normal.
Yeah, but that sort of is how it goes when talking and when arranging matches. Yeah, you did.
I haven't really...
Okay, go ahead.
I guess this mode is harder, but I haven't played it too much to confirm what is exactly harder here. But it is definitely the harder difficulty.
Honestly, my expectation would be that the NPCs are a little bit faster, that they are a little bit better at not eating raw food as time goes on. And
yeah, that would be my guess.
You actually have to play well in order to win. Novasol is like, I can't beat the bear. Yeah, you can. I've got faith! I've got faith, Novasol! You can beat the bear! Beat the bear! Come on, beat his butt! There we go. Corndan losing to the first opponent in advanced. Absolutely expected. Welcome to when the difficulty goes up. It's got to deal with it. Meanwhile, Novasol, this bear is looking at the salmon and was definitely going to try to eat it, but I believe Novasol snatched it away before the bear even had a shot. Good.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when, the opponent's going for ready food, because sometimes they can smack you right when you're about to eat it too.
Yeah, smack you over to another thing. Beautiful. I do love that you can get stunned from eating something raw and then they just whack you all over the place, send you flying. It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing about this is that, color blindness does make this a little bit more of a challenge. I do think that, the changing of tint helps a little bit, and the fact that you can poke it to check to make sure, that's definitely helpful. But yeah, this is something that, if you're colorblind and struggling to keep up with what's cooked and what's not, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it can be more of a challenge, especially on the later opponents when you just need to eat it quickly without having to poke it, and spend time doing that. Oh yeah, you'll notice between rounds, sometimes we'll even get advertisements for other games they made.
Yeah. I will refresh the stream, by the way, after a little while, because I know that we got a little buffering. Novasol has taken the bear down and has made up a lot of time.
Nice.
Holy crap. Now, mind you, I did see a lot of people bet that Novasol was going to take the victory today. It's very possible. Let's see, Novasol will be going in and playing in advanced difficulty.
Looks like Novasol selected it. Good. All right.
Yeah, let me go ahead and refresh the streams as Novasol hops in. There we go. Corndan beating The little girl. Perfect.
あんた気に入らない
She was trying to eat too much. Come on. Gonna eat us out
Yeah,
of
I
house
think
and
she-
home.
Yeah, I think she defeated Tara-chan because she doesn't want him to be her
Duh,
brother-in-law.
that's beautiful. Well, the main character, by the way, is voiced by Hideki Ogihara. Yeah, I think that some people might recognize the voice from some of the Mega Man Zero, Mega Man ZX games. Devil Bat Schilt, apparently for Mega Man ZX. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Narrator for Phantom of Inferno. Yeah, honestly, pretty much everybody who did voice acting in here was in a decent number of games. Especially Yuki Matsuoka, who, yeah, I'm looking a lot of Arcana Heart 3 games, played Charlotte Trot. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. Hot Shots Golf? Out of Bounds? Did voice acting for
Okay.
that. Okay. Chain of Memories was a voice director for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Okay, okay. This music's too good. I mean, it's just one song for the other.
Yeah, it's so cheery. Like, I guess, yeah, sometimes it changes its pace, but it's pretty much the same the whole time otherwise.
It's good. Yeah, and it looks like the person who wrote the script for Shenmue on Dreamcast was actually someone who worked on this game, specifically helped plan. And also one of the script writers for Shenmue 1 and 2, I believe the remake. Suikoden, if people know that.
Right.
Yeah. I hope I said that right. I might look silly in front of other people. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna ignore you, Chiron, in chat, just so you know. Actually, wait, just by acknowledging that, I can't be ignoring you. That's literally impossible. Hi, Chiron. What's a Shenmue? No? I don't know. I don't know how to say it anymore. My mind's gone. I'm all hot pot. 90% hot pot at this point in my life. Down.
Oops, all hot pot.
Yeah. Oh no! Corndad lost! Yeah,
Yeah, still having
that's
some
expected.
problems against the mom now.
Yeah, and it looks like Novasol is really trying to get used to this step up in difficulty. Having a bit of a hard time. Is this your girlfriend you're going up against first?
Yeah, the one Novasol is on, yeah.
That's so silly. Hey, your first enemy. This girl. Your girlfriend. Yeah, and
Yeah, feed her a hot pot so you can keep dating her and then you're challenged by the whole family. Otherwise, yeah.
Honestly, I'd say that if I were dating somebody and they challenged me to a hot pot competition, I would take that seriously. I would destroy them, okay? I would whack their chopsticks all over the place, left, right, left, right. Yeah, they're gone. No hope.
Yeah, oh yeah, I guess this hot pot family is some sort of lineage with this, and it's one of the top families, and whatever this is, I guess that's why they got that challenge for from the Masters.
Okay, Shenmue. Fine. Thank you, Chad, for correcting me. Shenmue is the guy who wrote the script for that. Worked on this game and was one of the main planners for it. There you go. You happy? Novasol is on to battle number 2. Corndad currently on 4. Yeah, I like this family. Honestly, any family that will make you this much food, you marry into it immediately, okay? Insta marriage. Just do it right there, okay? Call the city offices. We'll get married. Might have to go to
And
Vegas.
at least there's one, I think in the story there's like at least a day break in between like each meal. So, because yeah, if you were eating all these in one day, I'd be a bit worried.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean, I've eaten Brazilian barbecue. I know how you can eat so much that you cannot stand up straight anymore. It's amazing. But at the same time, you feel like you probably made a mistake. Which you did. You made a mistake because that is way too much. Just way too much. Wait, chat is saying this is an advertisement game? What? This is an advert game?
Oh yeah, maybe one of the loading screens has something on that, like for an actual advertising an actual hot pot restaurant. Because I know some of their other games, one of their other games did something like that too. I think.
Yeah, chat's bringing up something that's called Onyasai Shabu Shabu Restaurant. Which there's one in Tokyo. Apparently it's got 22 reviews. That's it.
Yeah,
Then again,
so
how many people in Japan are going to TripAdvisor? Like, really?
Yeah, just get your advice from games like these.
Oh,
But yeah, if there's shabu shabu mentioned for a restaurant, it's either going to be one of the loading screens or on the stage with Julia, because that's when it's introduced, and I forget what she says, but stuff about shabu shabu.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that's probably a little bit more natural of an introduction for me than, what is it? Cup Noodle in Final Fantasy 15, which was one of the best quests for the game. I'm not lying.
Oh
it
yeah, that was amazing.
And Novasol is
good.
caught up to Corndan. They're both
Whoa,
facing the
caught
mother.
up.
Yeah.
Time for the mother.
At this point, Novasol could potentially pass Corndan depending on how well Novasol eats. I'm having a lot of fun with this, though. Like, honestly, this is what I needed before Xeno Warrior Princess. Okay, I needed a game that I can just sort of watch and be like, yeah, I understand everything that's happening right now. This is good. Corndan, unfortunately, trying to get 3 mushrooms in a row and got some hefty food poisoning. Which is understandable. You eat too many mushrooms, I don't know, you might be in trouble.
Yeah. So Novasol has a lead on the mom. Let's see if Novasol can keep this before the time runs out.
So, what Corndan was waiting around trying to get 3 clams, and then immediately after leaving the clams, they finished cooking, and I'm like, no, Corndan, no, no, I saw you trying to get the 3 clams for the 300 bonus points, but unfortunately it just didn't work out. Do you actually become more full by eating 3 clams in a row? Chat, can you confirm if this is what happens in biology? Because I don't know. Novasol defeated by Mother. Okay, chat says yes, eat 3 clams in a row, you get full faster. That makes sense. Yeah, so at this point, I honestly, like, this is, if we ended the match right now at a tie, we would have to go back and review how full they made their meters underneath the character portraits, because it's just too close to call. And it would have to be a review. With that said, we still have 15 minutes left, and we have a good shot of at least one of the players making it to the bear again. I want to see the bear again! Come on, I don't want to compete against humans. Compete against animals. They'll rip your face off. Just like that, okay? Bam. Face gone.
Yeah, just like that. Novasol's doing pretty well again. See if he can keep this up. Oh, the mom just passed him.
Bad mother. Bad. Go back to whatever you were doing before you started making hot pot. I don't know, like push-ups? She probably does a lot of push-ups. Just push-ups all day and then hot pot. Push-up, hot pot, push-up, hot pot! Chad is saying I'm a bear. Shut up. Just shut up, Chad. Are you calling me fat, Chiron, huh? You call me fat? I'm kind of fat. I gotta lose a little bit of weight. But I'm also like 6 foot, 6'1", so like I still look fat, but not as fat as I would look if I were not as tall as I am. I stretch it out. I stretch the fat.
Oh, looks like Corndan won.
Corndan, good job beating Mother and moving on to Father. Yeah.
All right, still has a lead. Yeah, Novasol could catch up at any time. Only one stage behind.
Oh, I'm having fun. This is a blast.
Yeah, you're hearing lots of chopstick smacking from Corndan's.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the way to play when the difficulty is going up. Novasol, by the way, doing it a good job against Mother. Mother currently has more of the food gauge underneath the portrait filled up. Mother, on the other hand, if she manages to get a bunch of clams in a row, that might be enough to really catch up to Novasol. Novasol's just got to keep her from eating the food that she probably purchased herself. My gosh. Are you really just going to go and eat Mother's food here without, like... I mean, I guess she did invite you to eat hot pots. Sure. And there we go, Novasol. Is this enough? Yes! Novasol defeats the Demon Mother.
Oh, just barely. Nice.
We are back to essentially tied between the two characters. Corndan having a hard time against the father, which makes sense. He is, like, it's supposed to be increasing in difficulty every time, so that makes sense that Corndan might not win the first match against the father. I do have to wonder, though, like, are the enemies... quote-unquote enemies, are the opponents' behaviors like a little bit different when you play against them, or are they fairly similar to each other?
I haven't been able to tell. Like, they might be.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because, like, every time you play this, you're kind of focusing more on what you're doing and not, well, 100% on the opponent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder if it is similar, because yeah, they still, like, especially in normal difficulty, did the thing where they were occasionally eating raw food once in a while.
Stop that. I mean, unless it's lettuce, then whatever. You're gonna eat lettuce, you don't have to cook it. Dude, can you imagine boiled lettuce? Gross. Boiled cabbage is fine. Like, boiled lettuce? Yeah. I really like the look of the green onions, though. They're sort of cut in chunks rather than just thinly sliced. That way you can just reach out and grab a big piece of that green onion shoot. I love green onions, though. They're so tasty.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah, out of all the foods here, what would be your favorite that's appeared in the hot pot?
I haven't actually had hot pot, but like, I don't know. I'm not really.
Okay, well, out of the hot pot setting, like there are carrots, there are onions, there's the cabbage, there's carrot. You know what carrots are?
Yeah, I think I know what carrots are.
Okay, good. Shrimps and clams and chicken and crap. Tofu. Yeah. Although fried tofu is pretty good. I don't really like boiled tofu. It's like, meh.
Yeah, like, yeah, it depends on how tofu's done, because, like, it can go from really bland to very good if done right.
But yeah, give me the green onions. Somebody says that they thought they were leeks. Honestly, green onions and leeks are so close to each other that it doesn't really matter. Just eat them.
Like, otherwise, I don't know, not a heavy meat eater. Like, I'll eat some of them. Like, if there was anything here, I'd just stick to beef or chicken, but, like, probably just eat more of the veggies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would try everything. Like, that's sort of, if there's a giant meal like this, I want to try everything at the beginning, and then as time goes on, just eat my favorites, you know? So,
Yeah.
everything gets at least one. I will cook you. I will cook you, okay? No food should feel left out when I'm there. But yeah, like, beef is always a good choice. Chicken usually doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. I'm not sure about cooked in the hot pot. I would probably say beef would taste better, but chicken would probably be better for you. The seafood is always something that, because I grew up in a landlocked state, it's always been something that's been a little more like, I don't know, but I still like a lot of it. I will try all of it. It's just I probably won't eat a whole lot. I will have a little bit.
So I think we got less than 10 minutes left. I think Corndan still has the lead as far as the gauge goes.
I think by a little bit, but if Novasol can manage to clinch a victory against Father here, that will be a lead change. And Novasol is, okay, a little food poisoning there, not a big deal. Just don't get too much food. Stop eating raw food, Novasol. It's raw!
Yeah, simply don't eat raw food.
Gordon Ramsay quote.
About it keeps happening.
Yeah, Novasol ate all the raw food. You need to stop that.
Right.
Yeah, I would definitely love to go and have hot pot with some people. So if like, I might be going to GDQX if anybody else is going over in Vegas and there's a hot pot. I know there's a really good Japanese curry place that some people took me to in Vegas that I would love to go to, but there's probably hot pot there as well.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so just so people know, if you want to keep track of what's happening here, progress is based off of who has filled up the food meter below their individual picture. We're not subtracting the opponent's food meter, we're just paying attention to their individual food meter. With that said, Corndan might make that not matter because Corndan might be Father.
Yeah, I just got 10 seconds more to last, and Corndan will have a more clear lead.
Yeah. Corndan just ate some kanji? Corndan!
Yeah, whatever item that
I'm gonna make you eat
was.
those words. Yeah.
All right, Corndan's on to, who is next again? Oh, right, the, rich boy.
Hatsune Miku?
Sure.
That's what it sounded like she said.
It's Miku's birthday today, August 31st.
She wasn't born. That's impossible. She can't. She is digital.
Yeah,
Her
but yeah,
Her release
guess her-
date. I guess we say video games
anniversary
have
date of release
birthdays.
date. But oh yeah, she's 16, and it's her 16th anniversary, so it's like her 16th birthday.
Yeah, I guess Hatsune Miku, like, we say that video games have birthdays. Why can't Hatsune Miku? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Miku.
Yeah, happy birthday being created in adult-ish form, in anime form at least, and existing for this long. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love the definition of like birth, and like the concept has been changed in some really weird ways just because of technology. I love it.
Oh yeah, like I guess I'm still kind of in the Vocaloid scene, but yeah, I like how the still fans celebrate different Vocaloids' birthday based on when their vocal, like, singing software was released.
Oh my gosh, Novasol just beat Father as well, moving up against your rival. I presume this is your rival to see who can get the girl. Yeah. So your rival is wearing really big earrings. I like them. Although I would, I'm thinking about getting an earring. Oh, it honked at me. No,
Honk.
don't honk. What a rude game. We've gotten 56 minutes and it finally decided to honk. Okay, Corn Dan hopping
like, honk
back
more
in.
often, but they're not letting it honk.
I mean, you gotta play the game. You know that the players are serious about this when they're not letting the honk play out every single time.
I guess so, yeah.
Yum.
Oh, so far Novasol's doing pretty good.
Yeah, Novasol might actually win this match. Oh my gosh. Novasol at the very least might move ahead on the tiebreaker here. Look, Novasol has crossed the right line underneath his portrait. Eating some raw food, that's okay. You can eat a little raw food and not die.
Yeah, have a little raw food as a treat.
A little... Yeah, tell that to rabbits. They'll be all over that, okay? They're hippity hoppity, you said raw food, yeah!
Uh-oh, Novasol's losing the lead in the match, or well, against the opponent, yeah. Oh, wait, no, regained it, maybe?
Yeah, Novasol takes the victory and moves into
Whoa.
the lead. In the last 2 minutes, Novasol has solidified this. Corndan, though, beating the opponent right now as well. It's going to come down to this last little bit. Let me refresh the stream so that we can have everything as synced as possible, because this is going to matter a lot, everybody. What happens
Yeah, it's only
right
a minute
here?
and a half. I'll have to pay attention to their bars, because unless they beat this, Julia on the first try, we'll see.
Oh my gosh. Novasol has about halfway in the middle bar. Okay, reaching up almost to the right third of the food bar. Corndan getting pretty close as well. Novasol hits it and could potentially take the victory against Julia. Corndan, though, also filling up really quickly. We're at that mark as well. Corndan unfortunately loses to Julia. Novasol also loses. This is... I don't even know. It honked.
I think Corndan's was a little further.
Let's see if they try.
There.
Let's see if they try. So now neither of them will do it. It looks like Novasol is hopping back in. And I'm going to ask them to join General Voice, because we could potentially have them do a final tiebreaker, which to me would be interesting. Yeah, that's time, everybody. That's time. Go ahead and throw your hands up. And we'll go ahead and have them come join us. This is not going to count for Novasol because it is currently just, like, personally, it's too close to call. I don't really know exactly who had more progress than the other. Because I want to talk to them. Hello, Corndan.
Hello.
Keep your stream up if you can. I know Novus already shut the stream down. We
I'm
might
just
ask you to
mad
put it back
at
up, though.
Oh, why? But
It's basically the closest tie we have ever had.
I kind of closed the game, so... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Corndan wins. Well,
Whatever.
in that case, we can go ahead and do, well, we were going to go ahead and say, like, we can go back and review the VODs to see who hit the amount of progress against Julia first, because it's going to have to be a VOD review at this point, because it was just that freaking close. I think both of you hit the same pixel for how much food you ate against her.
That's frustrating.
No, that's perfect. That's what I love.
I mean, it's frustrating for me. I hate this game.
Novasol, you came into this saying, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, and now we're at VOD review time?
Yeah? Well, all right.
Yeah. Well, I personally love it. That really excites me.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of figured time's over. I'm done.
We should have yelled at you sooner.
Yeah, because like the last minute, I was trying to. Well, I don't have enough time to bang out another attempt. I really don't want to keep playing this. So
You both did really well, though, making it to, Blondie Julia, who is the first of the Hot Pop Masters on advanced difficulty? Like, here's the deal. Both of you struggled to begin with, but got really good, and it was very apparent that you both were getting better as time went on, and I love it.
that's not how I felt at all. It's more like, oh, I hope I get the right power up so I can play the game.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Like advanced mode was like, hope to God that you get like bounced into like the fire power up or the 2x power up, or hopefully both.
And then you get the enemy doesn't get to play the game power up.
The enemy doesn't get to play the game power up. We didn't talk about power ups like almost the entire time.
Well, I just expect you got distracted about whatever and started talking about food the whole time.
We had talked about a lot of food, and I think that the tastiest thing for me was the green onions. I love green onions. Okay.
I am a big fan.
Yeah. Well,
Green onion's pretty good.
well, good. I'm glad you agree with me, Novasol. I honestly really enjoyed watching this game. Despite your pain, it was a lot of fun for me. With that said, like, how did it control? How is the game as a whole? Besides Novasol, you just hated this. Why do you hate this game?
It feels very RNG based.
It is very RNG based, but I don't necessarily think it's bad.
I don't think this is a bad game.
I personally also have a problem keeping track of a lot of things at once. And that's all this game is. So it was just misery for me to play it.
Okay, by the way, we did get links. Okami took some screenshots of what Okami believes is the high mark for both of you, and I'm going to go ahead and get those captured so that we can compare the two and decide, is it going to actually, like, do we need to change? Is it a tie? Did one of you get a tiny bit more progress? And based off this, we might actually be able to decide right now, which is fun. I think it might be 1 pixel of difference.
Yeah, it's very close.
It's very, very close. Yeah. Okay. Let me go ahead and just make sure that I have the oh my gosh. Why?
Uh-oh.
Copy, paste duplicate. I can do this, okay? Everybody, you're not seeing what I'm doing right now because it's just on the preview screen. I know you can, but, like, everybody else can't. Chat can't yet, thank goodness. He can't see my problems here. Okay, we are going to have Novasol on the right and Corndan on the left. Let me go ahead and just crop to make sure that the pictures are the same size so that we can have an accurate representation here. I think that we are just about ready. Okay, chat. Here we go. So Corndan on the left, Novasol on the right. This is what I'm seeing right now, per what
That's
Okami
1 pixel
sent,
difference.
which would be a 1 pixel difference for Corndan
Yep.
to be the winner. Although I would probably say that if we want to do further review, we can. But this is just based off of the information that I have right now. A 1 pixel difference is giving Corndan the victory. Great job. How was it this close? Yeah, don't worry, everybody. We're going to review it a little bit more just to make sure that we're making the right call. So even if we say, oh, Novasol's eliminated, and then we find out Novasol won, we'll change the result. So don't worry. We'll be fair. Novasol, you're eliminated.
I mean, that's what I expected. So
Yeah, to be this close in a round that you're like, I think I'm going to get eliminated, I'd say you did your darndest, and you did a fantastic job here. But honestly, I don't think I would have made it this far. This game's, like, there's just so much to think about, at least as a viewer, especially food and bears.
Yeah, you did very well for someone who was not... just how you were reacting to the game.
Yeah. So, Corndan, you said you don't think this is necessarily a bad game. What are your thoughts about it then? Like, what did you feel?
So, it's a very late PlayStation game, like 2002.
Okay.
Right. I agree with Novasol. Like the RNG feels bad. It almost feels like once you get up to like those higher levels, right, that you're just dependent on hoping to God you get a power up, right, to advance.
yeah, and like if you eat a stun and then the opponent gets like a 2x
2x.
point, you're done. Like there's not
Yeah.
anything you can do about it. It's
True.
really frustrating.
But I think from a concept standpoint, like, okay, I get it. I think it controlled all right. Right, I think the graphics were pretty good.
Controls.
Yeah, but it was tight. Like everything was set up well. The concept was well projected, but it's very RNG based.
Okay.
And so the only crime I think it really has, outside of just being really, really weird, it is that it's RNG.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I get why it is, but this feels like a game you would put in the arcades to go eat quarters.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure. Like, we kept comparing it to sort of like Dr. Mario. This feels a lot like story mode on Dr. Mario 64 or Puyo Puyo Tetris, where, if you have not the best start in the world, you might just not finish a round. But if you get lucky, you might finish a round.
Like, the difference is, I feel like Dr. Mario, there's a lot to it that even if you get a bad hands, right, like you can dig your way out if you're good at it.
Well,
Right, this literally sometimes hinges on you got stunned.
yeah, well, I'm talking about like the versus story mode for Dr. Mario, where you're going up against a computer rather than just playing solo against the viruses, where, like, essentially Dr. Mario for Nintendo 64 was very similar to the competitive Puyo Puyo and such. And yeah, they're like, they can stun you, they can drop a whole bunch of crap on you, they can just do a whole bunch of stuff to mess with you. And you're right, this game can do that as well. You're just about to eat food, Sumo Boy comes by, bam! And then you accidentally eat something raw, and you're stuck for a little while, and it's just too bad.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe if I own this game and played it a bunch, where there's strategy about how you play this, right, to be the bad guy, right? Because I think you would have to.
Yeah.
But like, so for an hour, I can kind of see where you might be salty if it was like, well, okay, this is decided on RNG, right?
I don't. Yeah,
It sucks.
Yeah, sorry I'm
kinda.
being a salty baby, but Kang.
No, I
would
give
have
me
felt
your salt.
good if I just got obliterated, but no, this feels like it's literally a coin flip when it's one pixel.
I mean, to be fair,
know?
hot pots do have a lot of salt.
They
So,
do.
You know, that makes sense.
Yeah. Honestly, it might suck for you, Novasol, but it makes for really good entertainment. And I had a blast watching this, just knowing, like, because right towards the end, you passed Corndan. Like, with a minute and a half left, you passed him. You got to Julia a little bit before him. Like there was so much back and forth that we're just, bah, boom, boom, head explode. So at least for a viewer standpoint, I love this, okay? I thought this was one of the best GM bracket matches we've had so far just because of how close it was. So at the very least, Novasol, you're going out not with a whisper, but with a bang, okay? You kicked some butt, but it just happened to be that Corndan ate one more piece of cabbage or something.
Something.
Or something. Yeah, Novasol, I do have to ask, we do the tradition of asking if you want any words for your tombstone. Do you have any?
I will never eat food again.
That's a lie. That is a lie. Lie.
No.
Please
can't prove
be a
it.
lie. Please be a lie.
Yeah,
You can't prove it.
What if you're Hatsune
Novasol could be-
Miku? Happy
maybe
birthday.
no-
I'm
Novasol
definitely
is a
not
breatharian.
Hatsune Miku.
It's her birthday. Could be your birthday. You just
Cool,
don't
I
know
don't
it.
care. My birthday's in October.
Right, if you're not Hatsune Miku. Right.
I mean, to be fair, I've never seen Hatsune Miku and Novasol in the same place.
You're
Well-
correct. Well, you know what? I actually have to start boogieing because I've got Xena over on the GDQ channel in just a little bit. Not only that, tomorrow we've got a great hotfix grudge match. I haven't announced what the games are yet, but I'm announcing now because we've got Miracle Roppet. Oh, I am so happy about Miracle Roppet. I love it. And we've also got Little Nightmares. Yeah, Miracle like, I tried to prepare the players. They're like, yeah, this sounds like a good idea. I'm like, you don't understand. You don't understand.
Well, it does sound like it's a good idea for us.
Yeah, it's so freaking hard. That is specifically going to be Grey Goo Girl versus Josie, and then Bystander Tim going up against C Average in Little Nightmares. Everybody, you should watch tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, we're actually gonna raid GDQ because I'm playing over there, so we gotta go say hi and get ready for that. I have strats for world record, by the way, and because I've added some new stuff since the last time that I've run, and I've got the RTA world record, and we're going for a new one. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we're gonna try.
Better do it.
I have to ask, are any of you streaming anything that people should know about, or any projects that people should know about? Corndan first?
I mean, I have something in the works for the community, maybe like next week.
Yeah. Don't make us bored. We're currently working up to that, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. Just be aware that if it does happen Tuesday, your butts are not prepared. Novasol, what about you? Are you streaming anything exciting?
I've been getting back into doing my Nintendo Power stuff, which is where I read through issues of Nintendo Power and play the games in them using only the information in the magazine.
Ooh, I like
And the most
that.
recent game I did in it was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and that was absolute misery.
Yeah,
The game's
that's not gonna help. Oh, jeez.
So I'm going to be finishing out issue 8 tomorrow and then probably start issue 9.
I love that idea. That's so fun, Novasol.
Yeah, I've had it on the back burner just because of real life issues, but I'm trying to get back into it.
Good, good. I'm hoping, like, finally after this week, I'm probably going to have a little bit more breathing room for stuff, and I'm hoping to do more stuff on my own channel as well. Thank goodness, like, the busy times are finally almost done. What about you, Waffle Fox Brie? Anything, like, I don't believe that you stream much, but are you doing anything fun that people should know about?
Not at the moment. Not really doing anything.
So you
But
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I forgot. But yeah, I'm not doing anything right now.
Okay. One of these days, we're gonna ask you that question. You're like, I got something really cool, and then we'll all be excited. Yeah, like, seriously, a lot of talented, a lot of fun people in the community, and honestly, it's just a joy to have you here this year, Waffle Fox Brie. Thank you so much for being one of our secret GMs for the GM bracket. Miracle Rocket, go away.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, now let's raid. Game's done quick. Do we have a good raid message? Honk. We've got a good goose emote. If you are subscribed, then you can honk. If you're subscribed to GDQ, they also have a honk emote. And if you're not subscribed to either of us, you can honk. Oh my gosh, Okami. If you're not subscribed this month, subs are cheaper. And because of that, you can get some of the emotes. We'll hopefully add another one or two. That was a duck. I know that was a duck. I know that. I know that. But yeah, feel free to subscribe and support the channel. Other than that, let's go bother GDQ. Take care, Corndan and Novasol.
Good night.
What could possibly go wrong?
My gosh. Bye, Bree.
Bye.